rest of the game.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by
Charles. They won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Joseph.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, here's Breida. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 38.
Tackle made at the
pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. First out of the shotgun, Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Patriots 20.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They find some open
you gotta
field
feel it,
here.
baby.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Danny Amendola on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
By the 49ers.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Amendola catching it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
14-yard line.
Now Breeze again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
Kaepernick.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Breeze. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Now a give to Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fake. Kaepernick. It's complete to Grant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the 49er
throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Out to his left. He's got his tight end fan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Breida. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run again with Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Colin Kaepernick. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Breeze.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
42-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down.
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for San Francisco, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the trap. Watch me ball, as soon as I snap. Drop for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win.